All right, well, answer me this. For a lot of the laymen out there, people that watch pad work, they'll see Roger, with Floyd or Roger or Floyd with somebody or you. They see these routines, but they want to know, how does this translate into real life, into actual fight? I mean, obviously the stuff that Roger's doing, this pattern with Floyd going crazy, Floyd's not going to do that exact pattern in a fight. So what does this help a fighter doing this routine when he's not going to do that routine in a fight?
Well, like I said, let's not speak of Floyd because
or anybody, but even when he works with other people, it's still a routine.
But what I'm saying is that when you speak of Floyd, it's a situation that you can't even really speak on because anybody can do work with Floyd, and Floyd's still going to do what he needs to do because he knows what he's doing. But Roger's workout is more of a endurance workout. He basically, once he gets you going, you're not going to stop for a little while. As opposed to, he's not really simulating boxing. He's more simulating endurance work where, where you're gonna work you into shape, as opposed to, like myself, I'm simulating boxing. That's why the one thing that I do that Roger or Floyd don't really do is, I actually create a situation where I actually hit my fighters upside their head and capitalize off their mistakes, and basically, I think that that's what separates me from Roger and Floyd, because I don't just create a routine, and even if I create a routine, I'm gonna find a way to even, distract my own routine. So the thing is that what I'm trying to teach you is basically the most important thing in boxing is to get your hands back from where they first started within a time frame in which you're able to defend yourself. Because, it only takes, boxing is only a matter of inches and seconds, and the one thing is this: if your hand is not back and you and a guy throw a punch at the same time, if your hand don't get there before his, you might get knocked out, or vice versa. So that's the one thing that I teach. I teach the basic fundamentals of boxing, but I simulate it when I'm in the ring.
Do you think a lot of trainers who don't do it your style are maybe doing a disservice to their fighters? That they might not be doing something that really helps them that much?
Don't get me wrong. I think that I see so many trainers that don't do nothing but just, do this.
They do that, huh?
Man, what kind of music is that, man?
That's the theme song from Halloween 3.
Halloween 3? Oh, my God.
All right, so anyway, where were we?
Okay. Can you turn the music
Shut
off?
up and say. There we go.
Okay.
So you said something about the routine of other
Well, don't get me
trainers.
wrong. Like I said, the one thing is this: is that I think, me personally, I think that if you're just imitating, throwing your hand over someone's head, or or making a guy slip, and you're just doing this and you're doing that, as opposed to actually hitting them, you're not preparing them for a fight to me. Basically, you are preparing them, but you're not simulating boxing. Because the thing is this, and that's why I wear very big pads, and my pads are soft, because I want to know, I want my guy to know that, if you do this wrong, this is what's gonna happen. So I smack him upside the head. Of course that's what it's called, the doom session. But I smack him upside the head. I hit him in the body. I hit him any spot that's open that I can expose them. That's what I do. And so, once they're in a fight, hopefully they'll be prepared for it.
What about those trainers that like to try to emulate Roger exactly? You see, so a lot of them will do that. They'll watch Floyd with Roger and say that becomes their,
don't get me wrong. That to me, it's flattering. But at the end of the day, if you ask that person that's emulating Roger, why are they doing that? They can't give you an answer. I know that for a fact, because I know a few of them in here that I've talked to, and they ask me, well, why You know, why did Roger do this? Why? Go ask Roger. You know, don't ask me.
Right.
First of all, don't ask me. And why are you imitating somebody completely? You know, I mean, when you should, as a trainer, you should have your own identity. You shouldn't just want to be, you know, just because Roger trained Floyd and, you know, Floyd is considered one of the greatest fighters of all time, that, you know, automatically you think that that type of pad work is what's going to make that person great, but it's not. That person hasn't had the journey that Floyd had.
Do you need to tailor your work to different? You have different fighters. Do you change for each?
No, don't get me wrong. The one thing is this, is that, of course, if I got a tall fighter, I'm going to make that fighter use his reach, use all the advantages that he has because he's tall. If I have a short fighter, he's gonna have to learn how to move his head,
Right.
because he's gonna need to get inside. So I mean, whatever the person brings to the table with me, whatever their strength is, I work on their weakness to bring their weakness up to the strength, hopefully to make it a complete fighter.